Okay, I'm just going to do a commentary drive in wet weather. It's running at the moment. Possibly that's coming through in the microphone. And I'm at an intersection at the moment. I've got a red light. I'm in the left lane for a turn, and I'm just waiting for the green light to appear. Once the green light appears, I'll then make sure I do a visual for traffic, bicycles, pedestrians. Because it's wet weather, my vision's a little bit impaired in terms of wet windscreen. Got the wipers working. I've got water beating on the windows as well. It's starting to clear a little bit, so my vision's improving, but I'm still going to apply wet weather driving conditions. So that means that when I'm following other vehicles as well, that I'll leave a nice healthy 4-second gap minimum rather than the normal standard 2-second gap. So I've just moved into the left lane. I'm following the road. Mirror check. I've got no one on my right at the moment. I've just read a road sign that tells me if I pass any bike riders in this 60 zone, I have to leave a minimum of 1 metre space. We've got plenty of flash flooding occurring on the road, so I'm just lifting myself up a little bit more in the seat to gain a little bit more height, a little bit more vision on what's happening with the flooding. It'd be foolhardy just to drive through puddles without thinking that there might be some sort of danger attached to them. So at the moment I'm just pulling up in a left lane. I'm going straight ahead, and the left turning lane that I'm currently looking at is fully flooded, and there's like a little mini rapids going around to the left. Okay, so scanning. Some people actually drive faster in wet weather, I've noticed, and now I'm going through quite a big puddle. I'm just going to kick into the right lane for get away from the puddle. I'm in the right lane now, and I was a little bit wary of taking my eyes off the puddles then. So I'm only doing 40. I've got my lights on. Now I've got a guy on a B-double deciding to roar up on the left. Some people do love to go quicker in the rain. Maybe it's just the kid in them, but for me, when the rain's really heavy like this, there's actually now leaves and sticks and things onto the road. There's actually a nice healthy sort of 3 centimetre layer of water. It's definitely wet weather driving. I've got a 4-second gap between me and the vehicle in front, and I'm following the road. I've got this truck driver deciding that best form of defence is attack, so he's coming up pretty hot. But I'm going to scan this intersection, make sure it's all clear. Okay, he's turned off, or he or she have turned off. I'm into a 60 zone now, monitoring the traffic. There are some poor people over on the right here who are trying to play a game of cricket. That's, as you can imagine, abandoned. I've got no one behind me directly at the moment. Up ahead I've got my 4-second gap established, and I'm going to maintain that, and I'm going to protect it as well. So if anyone cuts into that space, rather than respond in an aggressive manner, I'm going to respond in a defensive manner, and I'll just back off and re-establish my 4-second gap. I'm coming down to an intersection and having a good look at what's presented, and I'm going to be going straight ahead at the traffic lights. So I'm just coming down nice and steady, pulling up. Got plenty of space between myself and the vehicle in front. Wherever I go in these types of situations, I certainly can the radio, just keep my ears and my eyes open, so I want to have full sensors operating so that if I need to hear the activity of other vehicles as well, like you might hear a motorcycle coming or something like that, you can draw your attention to that and manage it as well. Okay, so I've got a green light, but there's no turning arrow, so I'm just letting the vehicle in front push up into the intersection. They're clearing, I'm pushing up now, having a good look. The lights have gone orange, but I've already committed, so I'm just going to clear this situation. Now my eyes go ahead, I'm coming into a 60 zone, left indicator, shoulder check, and I'm just squeezing over the left lane, and now I'm going to go straight ahead. I'm just following the road, going to kick up the wipers up another notch because it's still heavy. Coming up to the traffic lights, and I'm going to take a left turn. As I approach, I'm just really steady. Left indicator, turn left at any time with care. So I'm just going to come in, look on the right, make sure it's all clear. We've got 2 lanes going to 1, so the broken lines disappeared, so technically don't need to perform an indication. Now I'm taking a right turn, make sure it's all clear. Come into all my new streets with caution, heightened caution due to the weather. Looking up ahead, I've got a vehicle on the road and I've got water across the road, so I'm just going to go slow. Take it easy. I've got a few other vehicles here to park, I'm just going to go around them gently. Yep, we've cleared that. Now I'm going to come to the end of the road, and this time what I'll do is take a left turn. Now if I can avoid it in weather like this, I will actually avoid taking right turns where I've got to kick across the traffic. But I mean, it's not to say I won't do it, but lefts are better than rights in wet weather, there's no doubt about that. So I'm going to go down to the end of the road here and turn right and continue on. So the key thing I really wanted to point out is just caution and managing space and observation and scanning.